Hello everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. I'm coming to you from a overcast kind of evening because it's afternoon in Lincolnshire in the UK. Hope you're having some lovely weather where you are, or you're tucked up nice and warm in front of the fire like I am. So yeah, I'm coming on today to do another challenge for the Facebook group, Tattytreasureandfriends Facebook group. It's my month to host, so all the admins and the moderators are taking it in turns to host a week. It was Justine last week, who is House of Mahalo, and this week it's me, and I am doing Get It Out and Dust It Off. So this is my second week. Last week it was using the rubber stamps, and I printed on fabric. So this week I'm going to be using wallpaper. But first of all, let me just tell you a few more bits about what you can, how you can get involved. So it'll all be on that first video, and there'll be threads put up. Tanya's going to put the thread up for me because I won't be around. But asking you to share photos or get involved, or videos if you've got them, one a week on the Facebook page. I keep wanting to say YouTube, on the Facebook page, and then if you get 4 projects finished in February, you can then be entered, and you've photographed them all, you can then be entered into a giveaway, a prize draw giveaway that Tanya's doing, and she's going to draw it on, I believe, the 7th of March. Okay, but you don't have to get involved in that. You can just do 1 or 2. Just chat to us on the Facebook group. Show us some of your pictures, what you're doing, or tell us what you think to what we're doing and what other members are doing. Just enjoy looking at other people's things that they haven't used for a while, and maybe get some inspiration. I'm looking for inspiration from you guys, so so wallpaper, did I say? Wallpaper is what I'm using today. I have used it a little bit, but not an awful lot recently, and it's a free thing, isn't it? Wallpaper is everywhere for free. People have ends of rolls that they give you. The shops will let you have samples if you don't tell them you're crafting with it, and I mean, a little bit goes a long way. Charity shops have rolls of them. It really is all over the place, wallpaper, so it's a free resource most of the time. Okay, I'm just going to do a little project today with a piece of wallpaper, but I am going to go on and do a bigger project. I probably won't be able to film it. I might, I don't know, but it certainly won't be up for this thread. I'm going to cover a book in the wallpaper and make a lovely journal with it, so you will see that at some point. But today I'm just going to do a really quick make, and I'm kind of hoping that will inspire you to just sit down, get something out, and have a play with it. So I've cut a few bits up, but what I want to do is make a little book, and it is for somebody. So it's going to be a present for somebody. So I'm going to make a little password book, and I'm going to use this for the cover. Now, I don't think that the sparkle shows on here. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but it is the most sparkly wallpaper I've ever seen. And I unearthed this. I thought my sister got me, I think she got me in, I thought 2 colours, but she must have got me in 3, and I thought I'd used it all, and then I unearthed a great big lump of it. So I was really pleased. So I'm going to use that as the outside cover of the book, and all I'm going to do is put this on the inside, which is I think it might be Victoria Designs. I can't remember what it's called, but it's from one of her paper kits, and I've just done it on thin card. So I'm going to, I don't know why I've got the chopper out, I don't need the chopper. I'm just going to back this onto here and maybe sew around the edge just to make it just looking for me glue, here we go, just to make it a little bit more secure. And yes, it doesn't matter what time of day I film, next door's dog does like to be in on the action, likes to be heard. So there he or she is. I'm just checking if there's a right way up. Well, there is writing on it, so I'm guessing that's the right way up. And is there a right way up on there? Not particularly. Now, I think to avoid the white, I'm going to stick it bang smack in the middle. Glue page, I think it, oh, there it is, I see it now. That's it. So I'm going to make a notebook. Did I tell you that? I'm going to make like a password notebook as a a little present for somebody. So yeah, I've got papers. I've got a few cut up ready because you don't want to see me cutting 1,000 papers. bit of an exaggeration, I know, on the chopper, but I have saved one big sheet just to show you how I cut them. And the piece I have cut out, oh, where's my lovely metal ruler gone? Can't be found because I only had it 10 minutes ago. Oh, here it is. I hope it's bright enough. It's getting a bit dark actually. So I cut it out, and this is the actual finished size it's going to be. I'm not going to turn any edges over. So it's ended up about 7.5 inches, 19 centimetres by 14 3/4 centimetres or 5 3/4 inches. Okay, so that's what it's ended up. I think that's just a nice handbag size for a little notebook, isn't it? So yeah, let's glue it down so that it can be sticking. Now you often find that wallpaper sticks really well. It can soak up glue. I have tried it with Collal and it does soak it up, but it sticks really well. But I'm thinking if I just put a lot of glue stick on, because it doesn't overly wet, but it is really good glue. Whoops, I'm thinking if I put a lot on, and it is a good glue stick, this one. Yeah, I've made a mess of my glue by banging it so hard. Put that on there. Yeah, I think this will stick just as well, and probably a little bit less messier. So I hope you're all well, guys. I hope you're going to either get involved in the challenge or get involved in the conversation. Love getting to know you guys and what you're up to. I must admit, last month, which was a really good one that Justine did, which was finishing off stuff that you'd started. Yeah, it was very, very popular. Hope this one's going to be as popular, getting things out that you haven't used for a long time. Okay, yeah, I've got a lovely edge there. Now I am going to sew it, but I'm going to have to stop and sew it because there's no point in you just sitting and looking at the top of my sewing machine and listening to the horrendous noise, because that is the only view you would have. So yeah, I'm just going to put some papers in and sew them in. Literally, that is it. It's as easy as that. So you know, you could sit and do a few of these. You know, get a good square of wallpaper out, and yeah, I'm not going to ink it, I don't think. The person that it's going to is not a junk journaler. I don't know. I'll see when I've sewn it. Yeah, so she might not get the whole, oh, this is grungy looking kind of. Right, I'll be back in a moment when I've stitched it. Okay, there we go, I'm back. I've literally just stitched it and come back on, that's all I've done. Whoops. Oh, don't take a chunk out of it now. So I've stitched it in pink. Oh, I'm shattered. Lifting that machine up and down, making me puff. So I am very, very gently. I'm not inking the front or the back. I am just colouring in the white edge of the wallpaper with the ink. Yeah, yes. Next door's dog's got its squeaky toy. If you can hear that. He started when I put my sewing machine on. Okay, so, whoops, of course it fell over. Yep, that's it. So that goes on the front. So let's fold it in half and crease it, because I'm just going to sew the pages in. I'm laughing at the squeaker. Yep, that's it. I don't know about the closure. Don't think I will. I might just put some thread around it, we'll see. Okay, so the pages that are going inside it are literally just, you know, plain. Well, I say plain, but they're not plain, are they? I don't know. Simple. Digital pages. Yep. Yeah, they definitely need to be a bit thinner than that. I'll just show you how I cut them. What did I do? I got my chopper. Yeah, I'm caught up on the microphone wire again. I took the white off, both sides, and then I folded it across the middle. So these papers are from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I think they're called Dawn Mist. I thought they were a bluey colour, but I have to say I thought they said blue. Or maybe I just thought Dawn Mist was blue, but they're not. They're a very pale, well, there is a pale blue against there, amongst them, but they're pale green. Okay, so I've got the white off all sides and got it square, and now I'm just cutting it into 2 halves like that. Just get rid of these bits. So 2 pages of A5, nearly, not quite, and then fold those the other way like that. And that's the size, the right size. Oh, it's not quite the right size. I need to cut it down a bit. I think I was doing, what was I doing? Yeah, 3.5 inches or 9 centimetres, and then I went just to the edge of where I could cut on here, so I think it was 13.25, something like that. Let me just check. Yeah, 13.25 right across there, and the other one was 9 centimetres just to go in the 2. And think what I'm doing. 9 that way. I don't want to cut them wrong and end up having to print another page. That's a shame. We're losing some of the pretty. And then I'll just take a little bit off this edge just to make sure it's square before I make it the right size. That's it. So then, yeah, about 13.25 right to the edge of my guillotine. Okay, and that is, oh, squeak. How many pages have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24. That's quite a lot actually, isn't it? I think I might like one of those on the front. There's a lot of those stripy ones. Stripy both sides. That one isn't, so if we turn that one the other way, that took all my brain power. That's it. So we've got an assortment going on now. Yeah, now I'm going to trim them a bit to make them the right size. So width-wise, am I going to use my craft knife or am I going to use the guillotine? Let's try the guillotine. I think it might be too much for it, but we'll give it a chance. What do we think? I think because I'm not going, oh dear, through all of it at once, I was going to say. I think it's doing all right. Let's have a look. I'm just getting smaller and smaller now, aren't I? What do I think? Let me just have a look. Whoa. Now I've cut it, I don't really want to. Let's see what they look like in there. It's this whole not inking things. Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? Yeah. And I'm not going to put a pocket inside it or anything. I am just going to leave it as simple as that. I just need my my noisy binding kit. Which reminds me, do I have, yeah, I still haven't put these away. There's the one that I like. And I am going to clip them together, perhaps with some smaller clips. Is that where I want them? Just because it's a present and I want it to be very neat. Yeah, I might be on a hiding to nothing there, but we'll see. And there's a strange saying for you, isn't there? I haven't a clue what it means. Just know my parents used to say it. And it seemed appropriate. Maybe you know. Right, strings on the outside this time, I think, which means, yeah, I'm going from the outside in. Where's that glue book gone that I was gluing on? Because I now want it to have put it on the floor. Oh, I haven't. Oh, I have been gluing, haven't I? Yep, it's on the floor. Oh, 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 there it is. I couldn't think what I was gluing, but I was gluing the cover. Now, I think I might use my awl and put a couple of marks where I want them to get, you know, a couple of holes, and I think that will be a neater way to do it. So I'm going to go in there and come out there. Yeah, it went through easy because there's not a lot of pages in there. That's it. It's straight in one and out the other, as simple as that. Oops. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why I measured, just habit, I'm guessing. I measured 3, didn't I? 3 oh, that's gluey. Ugh. I measured 3 times the length like I do. Oh, 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 oh. Head-butted the light. Sorry, guys. Yeah, when you're doing a... yeah, I think I got away with that. When you're doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. That's the front there. I don't know why I've still got those on. Let's take them off. And make sure I get this fairly tight. Now, last time I had to hold it. I think I'm going to have to, so you can't see, I'm sorry. But it needs to be held while I tie it. And the only way I can do that is by putting it between my knees. Even then I'm struggling a little. Let's see. Bear with me. Oh, I got it. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry that you couldn't see, but it's like you need another pair of hands really to hold your book while you're tying the knot. I've pulled it quite tight now. I hope I haven't come through the papers on the inside. No. Okay. So, just a really quick make, like I say, nothing major. These, when you're doing these challenges, they can be as big or as small projects as you like. Yeah, me and bow tying, not the best. I'll try and start tiny. By the time I get it to a bow, it's huge. This is the one that's it, I think. Okay. Bows, that's what I need. Now, I've seen people make 2 ears like that and then tie them together. Let me give that a go and see. It seems very foreign to me because that's not how I learnt to tie, but yeah, I'm up for anything. Is that better? Where's my other string? It's not bad. Not bad. I mean, it is only waxed thread, isn't it? So it's hard to make it look pretty, I guess. Oh, well. Oh, don't pull it undone. Have you ever seen anybody struggle with a bow so much? I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can do that's easier than a bow. Let's just have a look how pretty it is inside. Yeah, so there is a little kink in the papers there that, yeah, when I cut it with my chopper instead of using the craft knife. But I'm going to live with that. But the cover, which is the wallpaper that I was talking about, is beautiful, isn't it? Lovely. Wish you could see the sparkle. I wonder if I just cut those shorter. I mean, I was going to anyway, don't get me wrong, but it might just lay a bit flatter. I'm also wondering if I should have rounded the corners. It might be a bit of a pain now going in and doing them all, but yeah, rounded corners might have been nice. as well. Shall I? Shall I do it? Everything wants to hit the floor today. Well, I don't know why I sound so surprised. I don't think I will do it because I can't find my corner rounder. Yeah, everything is packed away practically to go. No, it's definitely nowhere to be seen. Okay, so that's solved that one, no round corners. So I think what I will do is probably leave these on it for a couple of hours. Don't think it'll spoil it. Just while it learns to be flat a bit. Yeah, so give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed seeing that. Chat to me in the comments. Like I say, go on and give it a go yourself. Use some wallpaper or use something else that you've got sitting around unloved, and let's see what we can come up with. Okay, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye. Hello everybody. Thought I'd gone, didn't you? But I'm back. Yeah, I loved it so much. I carried on playing with it. I've rounded the corners and they look much better, don't they? And I've stuck a couple of bunnies in the front and a flower fairy. No, a fairy baby in the back, and I found a really little teeny tiny one of those to hold it closed, and I'm going to print off a label with the person who's going to own its name, so it will say such and such, like Denise's passwords, but it's not for me. Yeah, and that, you know, you can do that like that so it won't catch in a handbag or anything. Yeah, I loved it so much that I've decided I'm going to make a notebook to go with it. Exactly the same. So the rest of the wallpaper, or a piece of the wallpaper, some more of the same kind of paper, the Victoria design papers. Yeah, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So I've got here, just folded them over, just trimmed one side and folded them over again. These are Artie May's blue backgrounds. Yeah, something like that, blue backgrounds, I think. To put in it. So yeah, so it will just be quite a plainish, because remember she's not a junk journaler, a plainish but very pretty notebook to match her password book. So I just need to glue this down and get my glue on the go. I'm going to need a couple of these pages out. Yeah, and then I'll do the same again. I'll just bear with me, cat talk and rip. Oh, I need all my strength. Yeah, I'll just quickly run around it with the sewing machine, and then I'll come back and make it with you exactly the same way as I did. What am I doing? Exactly the same way as I did that one. You know, stitch, might do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch this time. Let's have it that way up so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm sorry I said goodbye and didn't go. I hope you stayed and didn't switch the camera, the video off. Although you're not seeing anything. Oh, that's being left with the lid off and it's not very happy. Let's not make life hard at this time of an evening. So yeah, if you have switched off, you won't be listening to me, but you haven't missed anything much, just some more beautiful pages, and a bit more inane chatter from me. Yeah, so you might have done yourselves a favour. No, don't put yourself down, Denise. I know a lot of you like to listen to me chatter. I appreciate you saying so. Thank you. Whenever I put myself down, you always put comments in saying, no, we like to hear you talking. So yeah, it's nice to have a bit of company in your own home, isn't it? When you're kind of on your own, as it were, and busy doing things, or not busy doing things. That's very sticky. So I want it on this side. I want this Home Runs on Love. I want that bit on it, and I'd quite like that, the postage stamp, which is the same postal stamp like this. It's the same as this, so it will also show that it's matching. Yeah, and I've got it. Super. So I'll just trim it down with the scissors initially, I think. Oh, shall I? Yeah, because I need to... No, I don't need to check the edges, do I? Because I'm going to sew them. Obviously, it's just a bit bigger for fitting in the guillotine than that other one, but the sides will fit in, won't they? It's just this top that won't. I'm going to be brave and cut it and hope it doesn't shrink as the glue dries. Shouldn't do. Ooh. So, just emptied my rubbish bin and now I'm going to fill it again. Well, I don't know that I'm going to fill it, but yes, it's not empty anymore. So pretty, that paper, really pleased with it. Can't believe I've had it sitting there all that time, not used it. This is the thing about the challenge, get it out and dust it off. You know, not only is it being sat there not being this beautiful thing that it's about to be, but it's just a tiny crease in it there, look. That's been folded over. It's coming out. It should do, because that's the beauty of wallpaper. It is quite forgiving with creases and things like that. Lovely. What was I saying? Yeah, that's the beauty of using your stuff up, because it's left space. It's left a space where it was being kept. Not a space I'm going to fill. I'm going to try and leave it empty. I'm trying to use up and be a lot more choosy about what I fill my room with. Obviously there's going to be a move again soon, so that's one reason to do it. But also I think I've mentioned before, I feel when I'm too cluttered, it kind of, I lose my inspiration. So I like things around me. It's a bit of a fine edge sword, double-edged sword, I guess. Yeah, I like things around me. You know, I like to pull piles, as you've seen, piles of things together, and that gives me inspiration. But I also, you know, if I've got too much around me, it clogs my brain and I can't think. Right, I should be back in a second with it. Okay, so I was literally 2 minutes. Beautiful, isn't it? So easy. Just with some pretty wallpaper. It's just lovely stuff to use. I really will be hunting for some once I start travelling back to charity shops and things. Again, I'm just doing the white edges a brown colour. I'm not inking the actual front or back of the folder, the cover. I just don't want that white on show. Can you see what I mean? See how white it is there? Just tones it in, doesn't it? Did I do that side yet? Okay, let's fold it in half then. It's lovely to have something as personal as this, you know, just a notebook that somebody's made for you rather than just bought from the shop. You know, and it's taken no making at all really. Just a bit of printing, a bit of gluing. You know, and that's it. Now I don't want the edges like I had with that other one all crunched because I'm cutting them on here. So I'm going to decide which one goes in the middle. I need to decide what size they're going to be first. Still a bit of white on there. On inside, yes there is. I just had a feeling. I like to check them all. So I've only cut it off one side, perhaps I'll cut it off the other side. So none on the top of that one, none on the top of that. Yeah, I think I'd probably just turn that one around. Ooh, and that is even wallpaper looking, isn't it? Love that. I think that's going to be my first one. And that's very similar to that one. Ooh. Beautiful too. You have that for the middle, I think. Yeah, that way. Okay, so you're going to be the middle and you're going to be the front. So what have we got? A couple of greenish ones. That, do we think? That. Yeah, okay, so that's middle to outside. Yeah, they're all different sizes at the moment. So what size are we going for roughly? So we want it, let's go inside the stitching, which is 19 centimetres or 7.5 inches, or just under, so that is bigger than I can measure on my now I've got 1,000 pencils, and can I find one? I'm just going to cut one to the right size, and then hopefully I can use it for all the others. I've marked it on the opposite side. Of course I have. Can I even see that? What the heck? Let's do it this way. It's just I feel that the paper sometimes moves when you haven't got the fold in there. Yeah, it's quite late now for me crafting. It's dark. I'm wondering if I can do 2 at a time. And my brain's not playing the game really. Yeah, let's do 2 at a time. So I hid the one that I was measuring in the middle. That's what I mean about my brain not working. Let's see it this time. To keep them the same at the bottom here. Three. Oh, I need that one again to measure. I'll do 2 again. Yeah, I didn't even count how many pages I've got. I've got quite a few pages here, haven't I? And I've messed them all up. No, that wants to be that way. As regards, what am I doing? I'm doing it off this end. Yeah, I wasn't joking about my brain not working. This is going to be as long as the first one, just doing a quick make. I mean, I could have cut them all down to size ready, but I know you like to see some of the, perhaps not quite as bad as this, but I'm wondering if I need all those in, to be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will. Why not? Which side am I cutting off this one? Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, because it's being double cut by the looks of it. Banging going on next door. The wind seems to have died down from earlier today anyway. Oh, I think I should have done 2 there. I'm definitely on brain slow. Just slow it down and stop trying to rush, I think. Yeah, last 2, Denise. Oops, I hope you can't hear Mr. Next Door talking. He must be very close to us. Oh. Right, well, it wasn't somebody outside. I think it was Luke, but he seems to have gone again. I suddenly heard the door bang, which frightened me to death because I'm in the house on my own. But yeah, I think he probably popped in and went out again. I hope that's what it is. Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah. So sorry. I should say I had to stop and go look. That doesn't look into there. What was happening? Yeah, and then I came back and forgot to turn the camera on while I cut the pages, but I finished cutting them anyway. You'd seen enough, and I've put them together, and I've changed my mind about what I wanted in the middle. I think I am going to, though. I'm going to do 2 at a time around the corners, because I did it on that other one, and I really liked it once it was done. I thought it had finished it off rather nicely. I still got a white line on the top of there. No seeing things. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, so we've got 7 pages here. So that's 28, is it? It's going to be 28 pages to write on, so it's going to be a nice size journal. Notebook. Sorry about the banging all the time when I put it down. It's just a very noisy table. It's not me. I'm trying to put it down gently, I promise. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I'm on go slow now. I feel like I might be. There we go. There we go. And the middle one, so we're over halfway now when I've done this one. That's it. Got little triangles all over my desk. I'll clear them up in a moment. There we go. And the last one. So I've got to do now, sew it together. And the job is a good one, as they say. Okay. Yeah, bin's definitely filling up. Do you know, it looks quite different, doesn't it? It's a very eclectic wallpaper, because I just picked the stripy bit off it there. Yeah, so they kind of match, but they're different. I'm really, really pleased with them. I hope who they're a present for likes them. I'm sure she will. Okay, so let's get you all lined up again. And in there, whoops. Did I have some clips? I don't know what I've done with them now. I had two, didn't I, when I did that other one? Let's use this little one. I might use this to hold this one together like I have that one. Actually, it's quite sweet. It's still here. Yeah, so am I going to have fun again? Oh, here's the little clips. Look, I popped them in there. They don't live in there. Yeah, there it is. Sorry about the jingle jangle. Definitely don't live in there. And my book for, I don't know, but there's another one here poking through. Now, am I going to do a 3 pamphlet and join this one in the middle? I think I will, actually. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm thinking, I wonder if I should have that now, because I'm thinking in your handbag those, they might get caught, might they? Too late now. And what did I do with the... No, that wasn't it. Did I pop it up there, which is my favourite place for putting the needles when I've done with them? Don't think I did. Oh dear. And usually have another look. Oh, I'm getting terrible with needles, I am. It is there, look. Yes, dangerous things to leave lying around, aren't they? And I'm not. I've lost the black, of course I have the black pin out of my glue as well. I haven't seen that all day. No, we don't want it double, Denise. Did I do 3 there? I do hope I did. It doesn't seem to be a lot. We'll give it a go though. We're at that stage. Right, is that book the right way up in there? Yes. Before I start, so we'll go middle. I'll do one at a time. That way I can leave me all in before I pull this one out, can't I? Yeah, not too high up. That's it. So as I pull that out, I push that in and hopefully nothing moves in the meantime. It hasn't. Lovely job. And then what have we got about that? About that. That's as much measuring as it's getting today. Yeah, out that one. And a nice big holes, that went through easy. And we're just back through the middle now, and we're on the home straight. We're nearly there. Oh, straight through. Have you gone through that cotton is my next question. Don't think it has this time. It is my lucky day. Right, we're nice and tight, we are. So right over left, I've got one strand either side of this bar, and left over right. Nice tight pull once you've got your first one in, and then another one of these here bows that I'm not very good at. In some things I can tie bows, but in these in this waxed thread it just doesn't seem to do it for me. And that's as simple as that. Apart from all the stopping and starting for various things. That is a notebook and a password book, or a telephone number book, or anything you want to call it. Made with newspaper. Yeah, so if you're having a go, if you're joining in, where's that little grey one gone? Don't feel that you have to, reinvent something, or make something amazingly different. The task is about using up things that you haven't used for a long time, nothing else. Okay, so if it's just that you haven't used your stamps for a long time and you use them in your planner, stamping some pages, that's good enough. That's what you need to be doing to have done a project for the task, for the challenge. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Pop over onto Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group and see what else is going on there. And thank you so much for joining me for the second bit. Okay, have a lovely, lovely day, and see you tomorrow.